Hey there, Jed Coburnus here with the Exercise Physiology Show, where I talk about the physiology of the mind, physiology of the body, physiology of the spirit. And today's episode is about the holiday hangover. Here we go.
Before starting any exercise program, always get cleared by a primary care doctor.
So, I'm an exercise physiologist. I'm a former fat kid from middle school, right? Middle school fat kid. And slightly overweight adult too, right? Not a bunch, but enough to be like, ugh. And then started the show, right? I believe this is episode number 95. I might be off one or two on that, but I'm nearing 100 episodes here, which is kind of crazy. I started this show back in July 29th was my first episode. July 29th, 2015. And it's been a good ride. Almost literally, because I've done a lot of this in the car, but it's been a very good ride. So that's why I dubbed this, the holiday hangover, because it's the last week in January, which I think a lot of times January feels like it drags on sometimes. Not for me. I like January. January's a good time. Good morning. Good morning. Esther's rocking already this morning. I would say January itself is a good time, but I think for some of us it kind of drags on because we're waiting, right? The New Year's resolutions start, and then the holidays are over, all of that food, all of that, stuff that happens between Thanksgiving and Christmas. And we gear up for January, and then January hits, and then it drags on for some. Then what, right? Then you're like, oh, okay, now we're waiting for spring. But what changes happened? The resolutions have probably already fizzled out. Some of the things that you wanted to accomplish in 2016, you have maybe written down and haven't looked at since you wrote them down. You might have set your goals too lofty right away and you already gave up. You have a vision for 2016, but you don't know how to execute. All very common things. So today's exercise part, the body part is not literally which body part, but is literally where do you begin? It's just start. Just start doing something. If you're in an office all day working, right, and you're sitting by the computer, you do not want to, not should, should's a word that gives you permission to not do anything. You do not want to sit for more than 55 minutes at a time, okay? Corporate America does not promote you getting up every 55 minutes. It's not that they don't promote it, it's just they're not going to let you know to get up every 55 minutes because that's less productivity. Heck, some of them actually on purpose will not promote getting up every 55 minutes because they don't want you to, but legally they can't tell you that. So sitting for more than an hour or 55 minutes at a time is very detrimental to your health. It's not good for you. You're going to have pain. You're going to have ache. So get up, right? That's one way to break the holiday hangover. But the original way, the way to do it is, one is to start. Just start. And if you have already, you can call it a restart. 2 would be to figure out your story. What is your narrative you're telling yourself every day? What story are you telling yourself every day? Okay, if you don't have time, or I'm too busy, or I'm doing this and I'm doing that, I'm fairly sure I know what busy is. Okay, full-time physiologist, business owner on the side. I'm a volunteer firefighter, a father, and a husband. I got a lot going on. But I know more than the sun is going to come up tomorrow what my bare minimum is for health and wellness. Okay? I know I will get at least 15 minutes of really good exercise in. I know I will eat what I have packed in my lunch, right? I know these things. It's planning. It's not, it's not a lot of meal prep. There are a lot of people who get into meal prep and they like doing that, and that's great. If that's you, go for it. I prep in the morning, right? Find something that works for you and run with it. But that's, again, right? It all comes down to starting. Okay? So 1, start. 2, find your story. What kind of story you're telling yourself? Write it down. And then 3rd, most important, would be to be consistent with it all. 30 days, right? Everybody's talking about 30 days. Why 30 days? Anybody know that? 30 days to do what? Is to create the habit. Is to create the habit and rewire your brain to make it habit. I always talk about clothing, right? Why do we put clothes on every day? Why is in our brain, how come we put clothes on every day without even thinking about it? What is that? Where is that? Where in the neurological pathways does it say put on clothes in our brain? That we have to. Well, it starts at an early age, right? We put on clothes. As soon as you can put exercise or your health and wellness and your self in the same category as putting your clothes on, you get your clothes on, like you get that done, like that task of getting your clothes on, done, check. If you can put health and wellness in that same category, if you can put your health, your physical, mental, spiritual well-being in that same category, that's where consistency comes in. It's a big deal. If you go, oh my gosh, something's missing. Oh yeah, my shirt. Right? Been there. I mean, I've gotten close to the door in the bedroom and I'm like, oh yep, I need to put my shirt on. But I do, right? So if you can put that same kind of thought pattern in, oh yeah, I didn't work out yet today, and then you get it done anyway, no matter what, that is a big deal right there. That is a big deal. So do that. Give those three things a shot to get over the January blues, right? This thing that just lags on in January. Some pretty good thoughts right there. I think I'm like, whoa, pretty profound. That's just me. That's one guy's opinion. But if you're looking for coaching, if you're looking for different ways to, think of things like that, head over to jedcoberness.com. Okay, there's a coaching program. There's work with me. If you're looking for different avenues as far as partnerships, anything, right? jedcoberness.com. Check out the website. Go through. See what I have to offer you. If not, thanks for watching. I appreciate anybody who just kind of hangs around and watches. But daily newsletter was where it's at. My daily coaching newsletter. That's where it's at. jedcovernance.com/newsletter. As always, if you're willing to change from the neck up, you will change from the neck down. I believe in you. Now it's your turn. Bye for now.